here we are 15 years later, and moved by the government, the notwithstanding clause is going to go into law, subject to the other place being sensible. And I really pay tribute to my honourable friend. He has been mocked, he has been traduced, he has been insulted. And what he has stood for is the principle, very, very simple democratic principle, that members of the public, every few years, are given the opportunity to vote individual human beings to come to a place who will make laws, and if those laws are satisfactory, they will get re-elected. If not, they will get booted out, and they will be sent here to raise money, compulsory take money, that's what a taxation is, compulsory by law, extract money from their bank accounts, and if that money is well spent, they will be re-elected, and if it is not well spent, they will be kicked out. This is an incredibly simple, basic idea. I find it staggering. We are still today listening to miseries on the other benches, cavilling about this simple principle. Delighted to give way.
I'm grateful to the honourable gentleman. I'll give him something joyous to think about. 57% of the people of the United Kingdom didn't vote for him or his government, but yet because of the system, and 43% across the world, they can see that on our dodgy system, they're in charge. Winner take all.
Remember, won't mention that 56% of the votes in the recent general election for parties that wanted to keep the union of the United Kingdom and Scotland inside the United Kingdom, endorsing the referendum. No, I'm moving on. I'm moving on because others want to speak. But just to move on from this, I made this point so many times, I'll be very brief. How many more times do the people have to be listened to? We had the Cameron referendum, which granted a very clear in-out referendum. We had the referendum itself. No good, the honourable member, the lead senator, shaking his head. Four times the people have spoken. The referendum, a very, very clear vote, 70.4 million people. We then have the 2017 election, when the Labour Party and the Conservative Party stood on a platform of honouring the referendum result, and 80% of the votes went to parties that wanted to have that. Still, the people didn't get what they wanted. So, because of the complexities of the last Parliament, I just make this point. We then have the creation of the Brexit Party. Incredibly, the Brexit Party from nowhere came top in the Euro elections. And the Conservative Party managed to come fifth behind the Greens, which is quite a remarkable achievement. And then we have the recent election, yet again, with people having been bombarded with propaganda, being told they were racist, being told they were stupid, and again they voted, yet again they voted in huge numbers for the very simple principle that they should send members of Parliament here who make their laws. And if they cannot make satisfactory laws, they get removed. So, no, I've given away what's this. No, we know where the Scottish nationalists come from because they make the same point every time. So, just to give him an anecdote if he wants it, just to keep him happy. In the town where I was born in Whitchurch, we have 6 polling stations under one building, the Civic Centre. On referendum day, people came up to me off a building site, covered in dust, and they said, "Good to see you here, Mr. Paterson, because it's about them." And that's what they said, Mr. Deputy Speaker. They said, "It's about them." And I said, "Who's them?" "It's about them. We can get rid of you, we can vote you out, but we cannot get rid of them." And then they made the very telling point. You can do nothing about them. And we had an interesting debate yesterday about this. We can do nothing, absolutely nothing, about European law that's imposed upon us. I had the honour to serve on the Scrutiny Committee with my honourable friend Member Stone. And there was one day when a Labour member was ill, a Liberal Democrat got stuck in the lift, and we managed to vote that a measure on the dairy industry, of great interest to my constituents, would be passed for a vote on the floor of the House of Commons. Now, it wouldn't be amended, it wouldn't be changed, but we could have made our points. And what happened? The Leader of the House at the time, the Honourable Lady Member for Derby South, turned up and said, "You're not even having a debate at business questions." And that was the amount of scrutiny we had. From now on, and I find it extraordinary this afternoon, people don't welcome the chance to scrutinise ministers. From now on, they will be able to harpoon ministers that make bad decisions. They will be able to have a German debate.